Have you ever felt like your heart was full of words, but your lips stayed silent? Ever sat with a pen, ready to write, but the page just stared back at you, empty? It was raining, softly, almost like her soul was pouring too. She sat by the window, notebook open, pen in hand, but her heart whispered, "What's the point?" But today, the silence was finally ready to break. Because this is the story of a letter that was never sent, and a girl who finally found the courage to write her truth. These aren't just words, they're the voice of someone broken, learning to heal. Stay, because maybe, just maybe, this is the message you were meant to hear. A message never sent, her story. They say writing heals, but what if the words never leave your heart? It was raining, softly. She sat by the window, a notebook resting in her lap. Her fingers held a pen, but her heart held silence. She told herself, "I'm not a writer. My English isn't good." So she waited for the right moment, for the perfect words, for a reason to begin. But that day, the silence felt heavier than the fear of being imperfect. She opened the notebook, blank page, empty like her heart. She breathed in and wrote one memory. A girl, feeding birds in the park, cold wind, warm smile. The birds danced around her feet. She laughed, like nothing could ever break her. That one memory opened a door. She kept writing. No rules, no grammar, just truth. Each line set something free inside her. She wrote about fears, loneliness, and the voice inside that always said, "You're not enough." But she was more than enough. She remembered her teacher's words. Real writing is honest writing. And finally, she understood. She wrote about the cracked table, the sound of birds at dawn, and the way silence could scream louder than words. She wrote letters to people who left, to people she missed, to herself. The younger her, the softer her, the broken her. She wrote, "I miss you. I forgive you. I'm still healing." Her tears fell on the paper, but her hand did not stop. It wasn't beautiful writing, but it was real, and that was beautiful enough. She wrote on buses, in kitchens, on lonely nights, when the world felt too big. And one day, she finished the letter she never dared to write. Not for him, but for her. Because some letters aren't meant to be sent. Some words are just for the soul. Writing became her voice, soft, steady, strong. Now, she tells her story, without fear, without shame. Just truth, and a quiet kind of power. So if you're holding your words back, don't write afraid, write messy, write broken, but write. Because maybe your truth is the message someone else needed to hear, even if it's a message never sent. And if this story felt like a piece of your own, if it echoed something buried deep inside you, then maybe your healing starts here too. This space, this voice, these words, they're for you. For the parts of you that no one clapped for, that no one asked about. So if you're still listening, still feeling, hit that like button, not just for me, but for the story inside you. Subscribe to Heal and Hold, if you're ready to walk with us through the quiet, the pain, and the beauty of becoming whole again. Because here, every voice matters, even the ones that whisper. Heal and Hold, where broken hearts learn to speak.